Flint Ag and Turf, with 8 full-service locations in southwest Georgia, is the leader in the market area with a full line of agricultural equipment and implements, including pecan harvesters, commercial scraper tractors, and irrigation systems. We also provide replacement parts for many popular tractors like John Deere, Ford, Massey, and many more. Flint Ag and Turf has been a John Deere distributor for over 50 years and offers the kind of expertise, experience, and outstanding product support customers deserve. Think Flint first for your pecan equipment needs.
Okay, this section is called benchmarking, and we're going to share some crop data and price data over the last 10 years and our cost data for nutrition, labor, and chemicals over the last 4 years, I believe it is. This slide I'm not going to spend much time on, but just want to explain a couple of things. Right there, it's on the left side is broken out by variety. There are 10 years worth of pounds in each variety. Then the total there, and then broken out at pounds per acre. And then total sales with an average price at the bottom. In 2017, Irma took 20% of that crop. And then in 2018, Michael reduced our spray tanks from 33 to 25. And in most instances, when we're measuring per acre, it's spray acre that we measure against. So if you take 2019 on spray acres, it was 1,036 pounds per acre. On actual ground acres in the orchard, it was 785 pounds per acre. 2020 is based on 250 spray acres. 2018, the revenue there, even though we didn't harvest the crop, that is insurance revenue. Okay, so here is Gravel Hill's nutrition and cost from 2017 to 2022. 22 is included in there because we've already budgeted for 22 and made some forecasts for that year. On the left side, top left, those are the foliar products that we use, mainly Redox, except for the Nickel MPLX, which is a very good product. It can turn mouse ear around in literally one spray. We've been very happy with that. The Albit, which of course is Peter's product, and then a very fine sulfur that we use mainly to irritate mites. We don't believe that it controls mites, but it helps maybe keep them from invading your orchard quite as harshly. So moving down there, in the green is the per pound cost foliar based on 330 acres in 2017, and then move across to 2021, 250 spray acres. The rest is, you have to sort of wiggle your way through there, but the rest of it's pretty self-explanatory. So moving down to the bottom part of the chart in the tan color, that is our ground nutrition with the chicken litter and 240010 and 19% that we use, as well as a granular ammonium sulfate. So there's a per pound on the ground nutrition, and then the totals down there are for all our nutrition program, moving through there. And if you'll notice, we use 250 acres for spray and foliar nutrition, and then 330 acres for ground nutrition because that's the size of the field. Okay, this is my dad's farm, Frank Weatherby Farm, right there on 19, 10-year data and forecast. One thing I failed to mention in the Gravel Hill slide is over there in the right-hand side where you see the green, 2021, that's our forecast of not only pounds, but price per pound and our total revenue forecast. Okay, same as Gravel Hill here, Frank Weatherby Farms nutrition and cost. One thing I do want to point out is that we have all the information in the bottom part of this slide. And the yellow is the total pounds that we picked up, how we're making, and then the acres on how we're making our divisions. and then of course cost per acre total and cost per pound total. Again, more benchmarking. This is Flint River pecan. If you'll notice, last year at 1,057,640 pounds was a record crop for that particular farm. 2013 we had 1.1 million, but we've taken down about 70 acres since then and converted that to nursery. It might seem a little crazy to say that we've got a bigger crop than last year, but there's a bigger crop than last year. Our Stewarts are really on. This is the on year for the Curtises, and the wood that's been put out since the hurricane on the desirables it's loaded with nuts. So we're keeping our fingers crossed. More nutrition benchmarking here. This is Flint River pecan. Not a whole lot to talk about here. Same type slide, different farm. Okay, here's a summary of what you've just seen in nutrition cost. 2022, hopefully we'll be able to do this. This will be a big investment in our soil health and the younger trees that we have coming on out there on all three farms where we're doing a lot of conversion. More benchmarking. This is labor for Frank Weatherby and Flint River pecan farms. The pounds in there for 2018 are an estimate of the crop that we had out there, and then of course 21 is a forecast of what we think we have out there now. These costs include storm damage cleanup, conversion planning, and other improvement projects. This is our total labor bill. This is not isolating anything about just growing pecans. Okay, chemical costs for Frank Weatherby and Flint River pecan. The only thing worth mentioning here is that we break out surfactants. They can possibly play a little bit of a critical role in the efficacy of your fungicides and insecticides. So we've been playing around with some more expensive ones and some less expensive ones, but we always include a surfactant in our spray. This is our spray schedule that we shared at the last fall field day, which people seem to like quite a bit. There's the spray number on the left side, the target date, which was the actual date, the material, and then the rates in either ounces per pound per acre. Moving on to the next slide, just more of the same. And you can see we hit our nutrition, foliar nutrition pretty hard in May and a little bit in the first part of June. Moving into sprays 6, 7, and 8, a lot of the nutrition in here, really more 7 and 8. It's after our July tissue samples. Some of this is a reaction to what we're seeing in the field with the nickel, and as a preventive with the nickel, and then also reaction to some of our tissue samples. More of the same there. We hit it pretty hard in July with nutrition because of the size of the crop and maintenance for next year. And here's our 8/24 scouting report. We sure hoped we were done with 11 sprays, but we weren't. So, like I say, just when you think it's over, here come the mites. And this is the way we attempted to take care of those guys. September 1st is actually my birthday, so Mike sent me a little present. We did add some nutrition for just peace of mind because of the crop load. We would not have gone back and made this application, but since we were going across anyway, a little bit about these products. Oxycom calcium increases photosynthesis, which could help with kernel fill and carbohydrate for next year. DiCap improves antioxidant production and reduces plant stress. Albit, I can't really explain what all Albit does, but we like it. It does improve nitrogen efficiency and seems to help the plant fill in all areas where it may be having some stress. This is just a little peek into how we think we're doing. This is a drone shot. at Gravel Hill of the desirables. That's about 70 feet in the air. You can see the hood of my truck at the top of that picture, and gives you a little bit of an idea of what the Hurricane Michael damage looked like in that orchard. We lost about 20% of our trees. And here on the right are the Curtis's, the Flint River. This is their own year, and did not expect to see any scab in that tree, and did not, but are seeing a very strong Curtis crop.